Welcome back to my channel, Survive and Thrive. And today I wanted to cover a crypto token out there that is in the meme realm. And that token is Shiba Inu, ticker symbol SHIB. And it's a project that I've covered a few times last year. The first was in May of 2021. And I talked about how many millions of coins I had purchased at that time. It was a splurge buy and definitely a speculative investment. But it is starting to develop into something more, and I'm excited to continue to be a part of this one and to see where they are headed in the year 2022. I did also talk about in my last video in October that if you had invested $1,000 12 months prior to October, you would have a significant return in the 39 million% range. Absolutely unbelievable to even try and fathom and understand that math, but it just goes to show you what a meme token can do, especially when they start to find some utility. This first article I'd like to start with, FX Street, written last week. Shiba Inu price set to test the low of January in the coming week. In a flat bearish candle, Shiba Inu price broke below the 200-day moving average as of last week. SHIB price got compressed this week and slid further to the downside as markets struggled to rebound. Expect a continuation of the downtrend to test this week's low at 0.00001708. SHIB price is not enjoying the past 2 weeks of price action as the price has slid to the downside, burning roughly 40% of value. Although bulls have tried to catch the price action in SHIB for a turnaround, bears way too heavy on SHIB together with headwinds from global markets and geopolitics as main themes for the past week. Expect price action to slide further to the downside and go for a retest of 0.00001708, with bulls and investors awaiting the right sentiment and global markets to get involved. So you can see further down in this article, they're anticipating another 5 to 10% drop before there could be an upward catalyst or bulls getting engaged. And they are stating that Shiba Inu is not in a sweet spot and has not seen bulls stepping in to save the day, although there have been signs of bulls trying to overhaul the current trend. So for me personally, it might be an opportunity for me to grab another 8 to 10 million coins and really just add to my holdings. Like I said, this is completely a spec play, so it's one that you're definitely taking a gamble on. But I see that there continues to build momentum off of how they're putting together their utility and finding ways to burn SHIB, which is ultimately the way that they're going to have to reduce the overall supply and be able to boost the coin price and value for investors. Here is another news article. This one is from Deseret News. Shibu Inu coin announces its own metaverse. Welcome to the Shibaverse. So everybody knows about the metaverse, the omniverse that NVIDIA has begun to develop, and these are themes that are going to continue to play out for years to come, but there's a lot of hype around it in the immediate time. And so I think that when you start to see developments like this, especially for a meme token, that it could really catapult the price action. The news. The official SHIBcoin Twitter account tweeted the announcement Monday, saying that there will be a new immersive space for Shiba fans. So this came out at the beginning of last week. As promised, we are excited to announce our first special surprise for the year, SHIB Army. In 2022, we are reaching new heights and welcoming the Shibaverse, an immersive experience for our ecosystem and the metaverse space. We can't wait to show you more. Woof! Why it matters. This announcement has excited the Shiba Inu community and brought a ray of hope amid the market downturn. Social media is flooding with posts about the latest SHIB update and how the upcoming metaverse will change the fortunes of the tokens. So it is very exciting to see this development. I haven't done a whole lot of research to see exactly what their roadmap is, but I'll be looking for that to continue to provide updates to my viewers in the coming months. And Like I said before, I'm very excited to be a part of this journey and to see where they are headed in the year of 2022. I thought it was interesting to read about this article in Motley Fool, the only way Shiba Inu will ever reach $1. And the key points that are mentioned: investors are hopeful that the cryptocurrency will eventually reach $1 per digital coin. There are currently 549 trillion SHIB coins in circulation. With that many coins in circulation, reducing the supply is the only realistic way for it to hit $1. And that is what I had touched on in my last video coverage back in October of last year, that I think that the only real way for them to, on top of the developments of utility, the Shibaverse, NFT gaming, and other elements that they're trying to get involved with, is the biggest key is going to be burning the overall supply. There's no question that Shiba Inu had an incredible run in 2021. The dog-themed cryptocurrency jumped from that's a lot of zeros, 9 zeros, 133 at the end of 2020 to 4 zeros at the end of 2021, skyrocketing around 26 million% as major cryptocurrency exchanges allowed trading in SHIB, and meme coins remained popular after the earlier rise of Dogecoin. After the meme coin shaved off 5 decimal zeros from its price, some are calling for the coin to eventually reach $1. I think that is very optimistic, and I don't really ever see it happening just based off of the basic math. But one way to get them closer is to continue to burn supply. And I know that towards the end of last year, there were some companies out there that were burning SHIB through music playing and some other ways. And so if there continues to be action for burning the supply, that's really going to help to boost their number. Shiba Inu trades for such a small fraction of a penny because its supply is so large. There's currently a supply of 549 trillion, giving it a market cap of around 11 billion. If those tokens were to reach $1 each, SHIB's market cap would be 549 trillion, roughly 200 times bigger than Apple, the world's most valuable company, and more than 6 times the world's annual GDP. So just reading that statement alone, you've got to understand that for them to get to $1 is nearly impossible. But like I said, burning the supply will at least allow them to get a bit closer. And you can still find a way to make a good amount of wealth if you buy in big, have huge conviction, and can ride this roller coaster for a period of time. Now, it could be a number of years, but in those years, you might find that you've gained substantial wealth. The only way SHIB can reach $1. There are 2 ways for Shiba Inu's value to increase. One is that traders simply bid up the price. The other is for the supply to decrease, which should make the remaining coins more valuable. In order for this to happen, the coins have to be taken out of circulation, or burned, as traders usually call it, by being transferred to dead wallets. It's not unusual for this to happen. In fact, according to SHIB Burn, a website that tracks the burning of Shiba Inu coins, 410 trillion Shiba coins have already been burnt. Nearly all of those coins were taken out of circulation by Vitalik Buterin, the co-founder of Ethereum, who was gifted half of the 1 quadrillion Shiba Inu coin supplied by the anonymous Shiba Inu founder. Buterin did so because he felt uncomfortable controlling so much of the supply of this particular cryptocurrency. According to SHIB, at the time of writing, 62 million Shiba Inu coins had been burned in the last 24 hours. While that might sound like a lot, at that rate it would take a little more than 2 weeks to burn 1 billion and 40 years to burn 1 trillion. The burn could accelerate if there was an organized movement among SHIB holders, which could pick up steam if the value of SHIB continues to drop. However, there's a clear disincentive to burning the coins. If the value begins going up, it's in the interest of holders to keep their coins rather than burn them. So that is going to be the biggest challenge. It's going to take bigger institutions that are going to want to participate in this to help to drive up the coin price and continue this movement. And at the moment, I don't see many large institutions getting involved. But if they can continue this trend of finding new ways to get investors and supporters involved, then they may find a way to create a more organized movement and burn more supply. What's next for Shiba Inu? Since its peak at 0.88 at the end of October, Shiba Inu has lost more than 75% of its value, and other cryptocurrencies have fallen sharply as well. Bitcoin is down nearly 50% from its all-time high, as is Ethereum. Cryptocurrencies have tumbled amid broader jitters in the stock market over rising interest rates. It's impossible to predict where the cryptocurrency market will go next, but the most highly inflated assets during the pandemic have already fallen sharply. At this point, Shiba Inu rally seems unlikely, and reaching $1 is nearly impossible. But like I said, there still is room to build a profit off of this particular coin. If we take a look just within the last year, as of this chart for today, we're still at 516,000%. So that's a huge jump, something that you cannot find with any other investment out there outside of other cryptocurrencies. So like I said, if you're one that thinks that this is a good fit for just a good spec play, then I would look more into it, do your due diligence and research, and see if this is one that you want to jump in and at least take a small holdings on. That's all I wanted to cover with Shiba Inu today. I really hope that you were able to get some value out of this video. If you have comments to discuss this meme coin or others, definitely leave those below. I would love to hear from the community on what other projects out there may have similar spectacular upward movement such as Shiba Inu. And let's continue to work together to build this community. Hit that like button, smash the subscribe, turn on that bell, and continue to follow me on my journey, as well as helping you in your path to financial freedom. Don't just survive, thrive!